Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Miami Heat. So Miami wins the tip. Now here's Murray. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Here's Wallace, following the three-point basket by Miami. Pass to Holmgren. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Wallace, ahead. Back to Holmgren. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Murray. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Oklahoma City now. It's a 5-point game. And here's SGA outside.
Well, Murray's got great size for his position. It gives him a big advantage at the defensive end.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. The one advantage they possess when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Walsh. With 1 second left.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Smith. From downtown, hits a three-pointer. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Back to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Misses the three. Heat leading by 6. Pass to Easton. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Sends it home from three-point land. Smith got 8.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep. Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to Smith. Here's Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Pass to Murray. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Here's Walsh. No good on the triple. Thunder trail by 5. Now Holmgren. Ware covers. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Walsh. Lets a 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. Walsh has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attempt.
And that does it for the first quarter. Miami out in front, up by 5.
16.
And we'll be back.
Oklahoma City, 11.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Thunder trail by 5. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Miami shooting their first free throw of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Springer. Clock at 6. Here's Fears. Lays it up and banks it in. Fears has got his first 2 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Huff. Walker pulls down the board. Miami leading by 8. Now here's Williams. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. It's only the second game of 7 meetings on the road. Outside McCain. Pass to Huff. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Here's Fears. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Walker. Puts the move on. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Heat lead by 8. Understand the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Pass to Springer. From deep. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Here's Huff. Walker covering. And it's good. 2 points. Huff's got his second bucket on the night.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And here's a timeout from Aaron Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. And And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And here's Murray. No points yet. Going inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, Murray with some bad intentions.
And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
And stolen by Williams. Here's SGA. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Fires the 3, and it's Shea hitting the 3.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
Now Murray. Pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. And here's Ware. From behind the arc. Again, the Heat misses. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, SGA. Pass to Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The offensive rebound. Back to Wallace. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's SGA outside. The rebound by Ware.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Murray with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Knocked away, and stolen by Williams. Wallace outside. For the tie. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Smith outside. It's tipped. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Now Ware from the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
SGA explodes to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Ware. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
Williams' shot is good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Eason. 4-3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back up and E, Brian.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
And a miss there on the triple. Heat trailed by 5. Outside Eason. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Eason. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Coming out on the court, your Miami Heat dancers. For your Heat dancers.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. Shoots over Fears. And Fears pulls it down.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Kicks it to George. Launches it. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Fears has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
And the jam by George.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Miami shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fears. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Screen by Holmgren. SGA with it. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
Thunder, 34.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Heat trailed by 4. Here's Fears. George outside. Into the lane. Pass to Walker. And a missed layup. To the inside. Here's Huff. Back to Hachimura. The 3 is up. Joe misses. George outside. Walker for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Hachimura from long range. Paul George pulls it in.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Drops in the 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Heat trailed by 4. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Walker. Here's the pass to Williams. The 3 is in.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Smith outside. Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
They trust Williams in these big spots where a bucket is needed.
And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Murray. Now Smith. Down it goes.
When you need a hoop, Smith is a great option. Tall with the ability to hit a 3 or penetrate.
Outside Holmgren. Here's the pass to Williams. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Yeah, and Smith Jr. is rolling right now, showing just how dominant he can be.
Easton with the ball, and it's Dort picking him up. Williams looking around. Screen by Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. The triple drop.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And stolen by Holmgren. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
SGA buries it from outside.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And so the Thunder take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up.